Morning everybody, so just heading off now. It's 7 o'clock, an hour later than normal, but because I got that shorter day today, I saw no need to push and get up and go early. Brilliant night's sleep. The last 2 nights sleep in my tent, I haven't woken up once, so feeling pretty good, and just got my tent down before it started raining. We are going to have a bit of a wet day today, and I'll check the long range forecast, but a few days ago when I did it, today was always tagged as maybe a bit of a wet day, and then everything else was still fine. I haven't shown you the hut, too many people in it, but just a typical 16 bed hut. The water tank was outside, you just had to treat it, but they did have 2 toilets here, and they both had flush in them, which was really nice. Other than that, nothing special. I managed to find that little campsite that's just out by the helipad. If you're up here and you just want a bit of privacy in your tent, that's where I found my one. Managed to tuck it in there. There wasn't many other spots I could see you could get a tent up. Anyway, apparently pretty muddy today, and a guy that's doing it northbound, he told me this morning, may as well just walk through the mud and get your feet wet, because there's a few little creek crossings near the end of today's hike toward Hacket anyway. So we'll hit the trail and we'll see how we go. Bye. So we haven't had a lot of rain, so this section of track was always going to be muddy, rain or without rain. And as I said, once we get past Browning Hut where we're heading and start heading toward Hacket, apparently there's creek crossings anyway, so no point trying to go around the edge and risk slipping and hurting yourself. Best just to go straight through it. Walking through this sort of stuff, it just takes time. Make sure you don't trip over, hurt yourself. I've just come into a bit of a clearing, and I'm glad I made the effort yesterday to get up to that lookout while the views are on offer, because there's no views today. Anyway, we're going to take the good with the bad. I think this weather on the long range forecast was only for the one day, and it should clear up again, but when I get into Hacket, I will ping a new forecast on my Garmin just to check and see what it's like going forward again, because last time I looked at the forecast was probably 2 or 3 days ago, so it might have changed a little bit. Yeah, this reminds me a bit of the Taoruas, just without the goblin forest when you're breaking into these openings. I've been going just over 3 hours. It said 4.5 hours in the notes, saying 30 minutes down to Browning, so we'll keep going because that's actually on the trail. Well, there's a creek down here, and the track continues up there, so it probably doesn't show you how steep that is, but it's pretty close to vertical. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get up there, but what I do know is it won't be pretty. Well, I'm just at Browning Hut now. Might just see it through these trees. Just going to walk over this little creek. Probably not going to stay here too long. I'll just keep moving, because this sort of weather while I'm moving, I'm comfortable. And I think there's a few more sort of creek crossings, and I'm actually surprised at how quickly you get surface runoff here. It must just be very rocky underneath the soil, because normally where I come from in the Taoruas and that, rain like this wouldn't have so much surface water so quickly. And that means the creeks and that will rise. So I want to keep moving, because I think there's another couple of creek crossings to get myself through to Hacket, which is my destination for tonight. So there you go, that's a firewood shelter, a couple of dog kennels. This one's an 8-bed hut. I'm not going to go in, heaps of people in there already. I'm just going to find the track, keep moving. I do warn you with the water levels rising quick here and little creeks and streams becoming impassable, but I've just walked straight through that one. Easy as, nothing to worry about at the moment. Wow, the track's become a little creek now. I can see a sign up here about a washout, so I have to suss this out. Okay, so this was in the trail notes. They said don't waste your time with the low level track. Someone's used a whiteout or a Tipex or whatever you want to call it. So don't go with the low level, use the high level one. So I'll climb up here and I'll trust those before me in the trail notes. This is the crossing I was most concerned with, but not an issue. You can still see the bottom. It's not even going to be knee deep. And this rain has really settled in though. So I'm going to definitely be putting up my tent in the rain, I think, because the amount of young people that left after me and went racing past me, to get a bed at this next hut, and it's only a 6-bed hut, so I haven't even worried about trying to get a bed there. I'll just be in my tent. So this is straight after that crossing, so really close now, only 15 minutes. And yeah, I could head straight down here, and that's if I wanted to take my chances of getting the shuttle and going into Nelson, but I ain't doing that. Go and settle in and get dry, get warm. And it'll be a long afternoon, but I'll just chill and listen to music and stuff like that. Really, really relax. Oh, they've even got a waterfall off the side of the walking track now. Looks like there might just be a little break in the weather, but just saying, that sign I was next to, and that's where Emma's going to come in from tonight. A lot of people will do what I've just sort of done, Havelock to Pelorus Bridge into one of your huts, and then from that hut out, the hut I chose was Rock's hut. Some people will even cut out the Havelock through the Pelorus Bridge and just start at Pelorus Bridge and even get a shuttle in to the end of that road. And it's an absolutely gorgeous little, that'll just make it a 2-day walk, like really easy. A lot of TA hikers will maybe make it the 2 or 3 day walk. They'll actually walk out at that junction and then go and resupply for the main part of the Richmond Ranges. And that just gets their pack weight right down. As I said, I'm trying to do this continuous all the way from Havelock. I've got 9 days of allocated and bought 10 days of food, so I had a day up my sleeve. And also there's some mashed potato sort of food in there. If I got caught long term by rising rivers, I could make it work. But man, I'm looking at a lot of these people, they're coming in really light. Their packs are light and they've only got 8 days of food for the whole lot and stuff like that. And I think, man, no wonder they get caught out. But anyway, we'll keep pushing on. The all must be at the hut. See ya. There's the dunny over there. And here we are, Hacket Hut. It just started raining a lot harder again. But it's always a nice look when someone's got the fire going. There's the firewood shed there though, there's not a lot of firewood in it. I'll go and see who's in there. So this is a river just next door to Hacket Hut, and I'm actually standing on a bridge at the moment over the river. But if it wasn't for Emma coming, my intention would have been to push up and do the 900 metre climb today and get up to what they call Starville Hut, I think it is. No chance at all. This one's got a bridge over it, but you cross this multiple times. You crisscross over this before you actually start your big climb to get up to the next hut. And there's just no way you'd do it. So it'll be interesting. I'll show you the river level again in the morning when we come over. Hopefully it drops as quick as it rose up. But one lady actually came out here. This is also our water supply. So I'm glad I got about 1.5 litres of clean water to do my cooking in that in the night. And she grabbed some water out of here and filtered it, and it was still pretty brown. Anyway, it is what it is. Even if Emma wasn't coming, I wouldn't have been going any further than this anyway today. We'll see ya.